What is going on YouTube? This is Acid Root. So this would be the part 8 to the Larry the Batman fan Christmas and birthday special as far as these supposed to have within these particular type pitches. Excellent type phrase kind of get towards the series some excellent type phrase. So within the pitch as far as saying this is the further type packages that I was talking about in late February and early March within the type pitches within the as far as like the re-up packages and the banging typeness that Larry the Batman sent out as well within Saints hit type pitch. Those excellent aspects within these products for these special albums. So paying attention like the Freo, definitely check out Larry the Batman fans channel, pages like that. Subscribe to his channel, Saints at first. Let's get him monetized first like that. Get him to some membership, some of these type aspects, pitches like that, kind of the fair. But looking after it. Looking after within Frey, he's done some recent type videos like a Sega's. He's done some recent type videos like a Sega Saturn collection and pitches like that. Saints type ones, also like a Samurai Red talk about also like a Samurai Red talk about as far as these pitch accent type pitches here. So within the phrase for staying, some of these type ones in these pitches here, one of which would be the hit game Tetris Attack as far as it's supposed to have. One of which would be the hit game Tetris Attack as far as these pitches have. Now I do own this game, but some banging type pitch here, definite classic. This is kind of a low stead type one within these type pitches as far as paying attention towards it here. Definite some of those type phrases. They made some of these type ones. It's a good example of like a Tetris type game, some of those type pitches. I actually prefer this game to the original Tetris within these type phases. This has better type fun factor about it. Pitch like that, some type prize as far as like the pitch just is kind of easier to understand. Some of these type pitches amongst it has like Nintendo characters in there and pitch like that with some of those type prices. The pitch first has a good hit type one, has an adventure mode, since that pitch one of the aspects of good nice phrase as far as those pitch having some banging typeness, definitely fun type series pitch like that, excellent type phrase. The next one is a particular game that I used to own with some of these type pitches, but it's good to have this one again within these type pitches. These are really tough games within these pitches, but this is Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 as far as these supposed to have. So within the pitch, as far as saying, yeah, real classic type phrase. I remember the beginning of this particular game. I remember trying to get through it within some of these type phrases, like a particular stage that's like in Canada and pitches like that. In this third one, I remember not. Remember getting like a couple like the missions. I think within I don't know if you have to get all of them done within like the main type phrase and like Tony it's kind of within the pitch like the original or the first two Tony Hawk games that give you like 2 minutes or so to get like 4 or 5 missions done. Some of the pitches like collecting like skate and some of the pairs. I forget his full bound. If you can do multiple type ones, it's kind of pitch. It's pretty. I mean, the tricky type fair. These are just bang typeness. I do own Tony Hawk's Underground pitch like that. Some surprise. It's good, nice game to get back towards here within these type pitches. Definite blister type one has some folks on here. I think I remember Bob Burnquist pitched like that, and I'm not sure if he's actually like BMX. I think Dave Miro was BMX pitched like that, but Bob Burnquist, I do remember him since the price marks a good nice fair here with them pitch like that. Good classic staple and some of these type fairs. This is a heading type one as well. Sylvester Stallone and Wesley Snipes Demolition Man as far as he's supposed to have. I don't know about his full bound within this particular type movie. Some bang type pitches, real then the aspect of routine types. The aspect of some hit type staples here within these type pitches. Within the aspects for us saying, yeah, it's kind of commonplace in sense of pitches. Paying attention like Stallone pitch like that. Just another another good factory one for him as far as he's pitching have. I think this movie says within the fairs. So I think it possibly came out in 1993. I'm gonna look that up within these type pitches. Yeah, it came out. Particular hit films from '93 pitches. I guess hit type films from '93 pitches like this. So some main type missigns that fares. Wesley Snipes was kind of on a roll as well, pitched like that around this particular time with movies like White Men Can't Jump, some of those type ones pitched like that. But he had some hit type he had some hit type appeals, good string of action movies as well, pitches like that, movies like Blade, some of pitches. But yeah, Sylvester Stallone was also prolific throughout the 80s, 90s, pitched like that in 2000. Some of these type first when the pitches like that. So it's hit type price as far as these pitches can happen. Getting good excellence with these type of appeals. This classic kind of 90s action seems pretty similar to like Die Hard and some of these type pitches amongst it. So good, nice varieties there. This next one's a hitting type one as well. This is Ninja Turtles, the Cowabunga collection, as far as these players have now. Within these pitches, Xbox One game here, as far as these players going to have them paying attention towards it. And also within these phrases, if I didn't show off Demolition Man, some good nice fairs. Hopefully the lamp flare is not within the way of a pitch like that, but I might show the box of it within some of phrase. But just the pitch. there was too much of a glare. I might show the artwork later, pitches like that. But hit type appeal. So the Ninja Turtles game here within these type pitches. Yeah, collection of these type games definitely within these aspects seems like from like at least like the ones from like the 80s Nintendo Sons type pitches. Now the particular fair about some of these, I have attempted some of those type games in the past. I did used to own like Ninja Turtles, the arcade game. This I think believe the second one pitched like that. Some of these type games real tough pitches like that. Is the fair is like the original type one. That's not like the arcade game one, the third one from the 80s Nintendo pitch like that. It's kind of fair. All three of those type games are pretty difficult within those type pitches. One of the best ones is definitely the one for the Super Nintendo, the Turtles in Time type one. Was the pitch as far as saying that's a good nice one, but it's kind of with an aspect. It's just the fair. You can probably beat that game about 25, 30 minutes if you know what you're doing, pitch like that. But some of those type ones, the ones for the 80s Nintendo have some of those type phrases. I question some of the other type ones that are in this collection pitch like that. Like Ninja Turtles type games, it's kind of pitched. They look cute and fairs like that, but they really are kind of prolific type ones that will whip your ass a little bit with some of these fairs for the pitch can happen. They're fun type ones, definitely have with like gargantuan amounts of pizza and fairs like that. Just some of these type pitches really paying attention towards it. Easy kind of Saturday night, all night type ones pitch like that. Some of their phrase, but this kind of pitch it is. The only fair about it is whether or not you're going to get frustrated pitch like that because it's just kind of fair. It's this definitely vicious type of this. I would question. He's definitely a pretty blistering type ones. Lax to him pitch like that. Excellent type price as far as his pitch count. But it's just the pitch for saying you definitely want a buddy along pitch like that. And that's another type pro type thing about these particular games. Is at least a couple of these, like the first one didn't do the 2 player type stuff, but the later on type ones that have 2 player type modes, since the pitch kind of make it easier. So those pitches, as long as your buddy didn't die within like the first or second stage and get a game over, and then it was just you, but it's just the pitch. Not like that's a full bound type aspect, just the pitch. Some of those type but good, nice pitch here. Some of these hit type ones. Star Wars Battlefront 2, good, nice pitches here. This is a classic type game within these pitches. Now, I think I might have played this type game within minor type census pitch like that, but it's kind of fair as far as I'm paying attention towards the heroes some of these type assets. This was pretty talked about. This was a good. This is one of those type ones that the online type mode for like Star Wars was kind of like when that was starting to be like a newfangled type thing pitch like that. This is one of those type ones. I was busy with Halo around this particular time, but it's kind of pitch. This was some blistering typeness on the other side of things. If you're messing with the Xbox, it probably was things like Splinter Cell and Halo, some stuff ones with the within like the PlayStation Pharaohs more ones like this one, and I think SOCOM that particular Pharaohs the pitch was excellent type phrase for us. This pitch can happen. It's basically getting like a game. Like I don't think doesn't seem to be at least particular kind of first person type mode like Halo and some of those type ones like that, Call of Duty, but it's kind of pitch as far as saying this the aspects of some of these type ones in the pitch is good variety as far as those hit type appeals kind of happen with the good pitches like that. Good nice appeals of being a staple. This is a good nice movie here within these type pitches. Now I think good all-star cast for these first gonna happen. This is one of those type ones that this is a good cute type movie kind of get towards here pitches like that. There's kind of some fluff as far as these first gonna happen, but it's a good nice pitch just paying attention towards it. They need to get towards movies like this within these compositions, kind of within the same type of era like this is Pink Panther as far as these first gonna happen. So it's within pitch, kind of like Napoleon Dynamite. To some of those type movies. The 2000s was pretty good about those type movies, kind of like Night at the Museum and like some of those type pitches, Napoleon Dynamite, and like Without a Paddle, some of the ones that would kind of have like those aspects that just having like those canon type ones. They weren't afraid to do some of these particular back in the day. Is this kind of pitch? It was like everyone's kind of afraid of being typecast nowadays, so you just don't get these type ones. They're just simple and just kind of light licked as far as the first game. It's good, nice pitches. Beyonce's in this particular one, some good, nice appeal. Steve Martin. Steve Martin nails the appeal pretty good. He's doing comedies real nice within these later type pitches as well. Good pitch like that. Kevin Kline from pitch like that. He had some good ones. So this pitch as far as particularly kind of saying, so just nice type appeal pitch like that. Some stuff fairs. Easy kind of after hours type fair for the PlayStation pitches like that as far as those first game action type pitches. This is a movie I remember the composition of, but I did not get towards see. I remember seeing like the trailers for some of these type fairs pitches like that. This movie stealth as far as these first having good nice pitches. Good bang cast here, particularly has Jamie Foxx, Jessica Biel, and Josh Lucas in it as far as these first gonna happen. Good nice pitch, like a sci-fi pseudo type flick. Some of those pitch amongst it kind of reminds something that probably would have likely been on the Sci-Fi Channel. Kind of seemed seems within the same type variety as like particular and seems within the same particular type variety as Independence Day and pitch like that. Some ones. Those are good type movies pitched like that within these type aspects. Definitely in the pitch. That's another good fray about the 2000s. Some of those type aspects is just getting like these banner type. This just had like some candid, just kind of good thriller of a movie pitch like that. Just a good, nice jolt to action. Just kind of like getting like an espresso. Some of these type pitch just miss the aspect of getting like a good, nice shot in the arm with like some loud pack pitch like that. Some hit type feels within these aspects. Good, nice variety. Kind of reminds like Jarhead and some of those type ones or some other type ones like Miami Vice that had Jamie Foxx and Colin Farrell, and it was a good, nice one within some type feels. Now it wasn't like within a similar type fashion to this particular movie, but just some of those shot in the arm type ones for like some action fair. Good, nice snap about it. So kind of have to hear some good, nice fairs about it. This particular one is one I requested from Larry the Batman fans. Good, nice pitches getting him to throw this one in as far as his pitch count. This is Lord of the Rings, the Two Towers, as far as his pitch count. Now, within the aspect, I had played a little. I had played to mess with some of these type of games in the past. I had a few buddies that particularly mess with some of these type of games in the pitch. I believe that this particular one is actually two players in pitch like that. You can actually bring a buddy along. Some of these type of pitch, maybe even possibly two. Some of these type of fair kind of aspects for us. And that was a good, nice fair for them to be able to do that just because the actual pitch of having some of these type of ones where you could have like or you can kind of have cooperative type fair pitch like that definitely helps out with some of these type pitches kind of aspect of it. This is some good nice phrase. Yeah, Larry the Batman fan did ask me within these pitches if I wanted to return the king or the first one. Larry the Batman fan did ask as well whether or not I preferred to have this one to the first one, the Fellowship one, or the Return of the King type one with instance type acid. I think I preferred this particular type one with the pitch. That's kind of varies for saying. I think the commonplace within the reception, like the Fellowship one, the first one kind of being not as like ground within those type pitches, but this one nailed the appeal a lot better. The thing about Return of the King, I question about that one. That particular one has like I think Return of the King is probably just as good as this particular one, but this one just has the darker type fashion, just more mist like the snow. I remember the particular movie being a pretty snaring type one pitch like that as far as can happen. That's the pitch for us. A good throwback type one's pitch like that. Some excellent type of appeal. So paying attention like the pitch here as far as paying attention towards the pitch here as far as these aspects going to happen. Getting towards that, we're going to get to like part 9 of this as far as these like within these type pitches where I then these pitches where I left off with some of these type varieties was about part 7 within pitches like that. So we're gonna get to part 9 as far as these first guys and get towards some more of these type ones. There's plenty more of this. Is I just opened like the first pack. There's 2 packages that Larry the Batman fan sent me. So we're gonna have some of these type ones with the next aspects like that. So stay tuned for a good chunk of these aspects like that. Definitely some exciting type ish on the way. Pitch like that. Good nice fish gonna get towards this type this good banging type blistering type shit with these aspects for us like the variety like the loud pack.